Well, I'm definitely late when it comes to this topic, but why not talk about it? So, have you guys heard of Blackroom, the new FPS game by John Romero? Well, just to give you guys a summary, it's supposed to be a old school FPS game that hardens the shooters from the early to late 90s. It's a FPS game about movement, speed, exploration, over-the-top combat, weapons, stuff you expect from a Doom or Quake game. I did watch the Return teaser trailer and I thought it was a cute and silly trailer. It was very cheesy, and that was the charm of it. And then the reveal happened, and I was actually kind of disappointed with the lack of gameplay videos or footage that was not shown for their Kickstarter video. But it was a good video overall because of the amount of information we got to see. It looks like they updated their page by going into some details of the weapons, and some of them do sound interesting, like the recode or black hole bomb. But just in case you're wondering of what I think about this game, because for those who followed my channel for a long time, you should know I'm definitely a huge id Software fan, and when I think of the best first-person shooter developer, I think of the id Software that made Wolfenstein 3D to Quake 3 Arena. John Romero was definitely relevant during those times before id released Quake 2 and Quake 3. Maybe some days I'll make a video explaining why I believe id Software around that era was truly the best FPS developer we've ever had so far when it comes to the FPS genre. But I do want to say I really do feel like the whole basic procedure seems promising. I don't mind another FPS game that will be inspired by games that John Romero have made and known for, and it's something I knew John Romero was going to do before he announced Blackroom. I remember watching the devs play Doom video, and John Romero did kind of rant of how he doesn't like modern FPS games with its slow movement or regenerating health type of format, so I knew if he would return to the FPS world, it would definitely be something similar to Doom. I'm glad it feels like it has the content or presentation of what you expect a FPS game to have, because I remember hearing John Romero's thoughts on how he would make Doom 4 in the IGN video. He actually stated he would make the new Doom an MMO, and I remember reading various articles where he did kind of slightly tease of his upcoming game to be rather MMO driven, but it looks like he changed his mind. The art design looks cool too, and it does kind of have a cyberpunk vibe, which I am a sucker for. And also Adrian Carmack is actually doing the artwork for this game, which is another veteran id Software member who's a part of this project. If there's any sort of criticism I can add is I hope to see some interesting twist to the old school FPS formula. It's nice that it looks like we're gonna have cool weapons, but I really kind of want more to it, especially with games like Doom or Quake where they hold up so well. And I know some people might say it might not be fair to compete with those games because, this game is going to be a new game and Doom and Quake are so old, but they are the games where I believe are the pinnacle of old school PC first-person shooters. I don't think having a shooter that follows the Doom formula with prettier graphics and different art direction is going to be pleasing enough for me. One of the main reasons why I loved the Marathon games so much was they were different compared to Doom, which was the benchmark for upcoming FPS games at that time. Yes, it did have its influences, of course, but it's definitely a different game in how the level design, the mechanics, and overall design feel. It tried to build more of what we had with first-person shooters at that time by including dual-wielding secondary functions, alien weapons, rocket jumping, grenade climbing, etc. In conclusion, I wish the best of luck to Romero and his future game. I am pretty excited for it, and I can't wait to see how the gameplay demo will be. And I believe this game will be good because I know people are skeptical with it because of Daikatana. I never played the game, but I've seen videos of it, and it just doesn't really look that great from what I've seen. And it's just one of those games that just puts me to sleep, so I don't think I'll ever play Daikatana in my life. But it's really nice to have one of the prominent figures of the FPS genre to be back making a new FPS game. I'm sure after Daikatana, Romero will deliver again and not be looked down infamously like he was with Daikatana. Thank you for watching, guys.